Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this VRURC 10,000 milliamp hour power bank with built-in cables and wall charging. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon. If you use that link, it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So if we look on the back here, we have some specs. The capacity is 10,000 milliamp hours or 37 watt hours. Battery type is high density lithium polymer. Charging time is approximately 3 hours by 9 volt by 2 amp power adapter with USB-C input port, or approximately 5 hours with the built-in AC wall charger. Then we have the input and output voltages. You can read through those. See if I can get a little closer here. So you can pause and read through those. And then we have the dimensions and the weight. So let's get this open. Here's a user manual, quality control tag. Here's the power bank. And it comes with a storage bag. That's nice. Looks like there's some plastic on the front here. I'll peel that off. Let's take a quick look at the manual. I'm guessing this will cover the specs we saw in the package. So here's a diagram talking about what the different ports do. We have the USB-A port is Quick Charge 3 compatible. The USB-C port is Quick Charge 3 compatible. Looks like all of the charge ports are Quick Charge 3.0. And we have a USB-C on the side and Lightning on the side and micro USB on the back. And then we have those specs again. This talks about charging it. And here's some notes on the back. Okay, so let's take a closer look. So on the side here, we have the power button to turn it on or to activate it. We have USB-A out. We have USB-C in. Then on the side, we have USB-C out. We have Lightning out. And we have micro USB. So to charge this, you can pull down the power outlet and plug this into the wall. You can also charge with USB-C. And this does not seem to come with a USB-C cable, so you'll need to supply your own cable if you want to charge with USB-C. Now, this does actually charge faster with the USB-C than plugging it in the wall, so that's something to take into consideration. That wouldn't typically be a problem for me. If I was using this, it'd probably be at a hotel at night. I would plug it in and let it go all night, and it wouldn't be a big issue. Typically, also, I tend to not drain it all the way, so I wouldn't be even filling it all the way. But this will charge in pass-through mode, so you can plug this in and then plug your phone in here and charge it while this is plugged in. So kind of going back to a hotel situation, one thing to consider is that some hotels will have kind of awkward plugs that you may have trouble getting to. This is mostly made to go in, say, like a wall plug. You may be able to put this in like a lamp plug depending on the orientation, but it may not fit in every lamp plug. So let's try this out. So I'm going to pull the micro USB cord out and I'll plug this in here. Okay, and it's starting to charge. So it's drawing about 12 watts. So let's plug some devices in to charge. Here I have an iPhone 6. I'll plug that into the Lightning port. So that is charging now. So this is drawing 21.6 watts. Now I don't have a phone that charges with USB Type-C, but I do have a FLIR thermal camera that does. So I'll plug that in here. So now that's charging. So this is drawing about 22 watts now. Then I have a Nexus 7 tablet that charges with micro USB. So now it's charging. So I have all three devices charging at the same time, and it's drawing about 22 watts there. Let me back up a little bit. So of course that is working kind of like a wall adapter now, but this doesn't even need to be plugged in. So I'll unplug this, I'll flip the plug up, set it down, and now we're continuing to charge here. So then when we're done charging, we can unplug everything. We can take this, we can fold the cables into the side and cables into the back. We can slide it in our pouch and we're ready for travel. So if you wanted to charge this with USB-C, you can take like an Android phone charge cable and plug it in here and charge this with USB-C. Now it's kind of hard to see in here because it's bright, but if I press this button here, we can see the charge indicator lights here. So there's 3 lit up and that will tell you the charge state of this. So I'll plug into a USB charger to demonstrate this charging. So you can see it's flashing here as it's charging. So each one of these squares is around 25% of the power bank. So that's charging at around 2 amps at 5 volts. If I switch over to USB-C and plug that in, now we're charging at 9 volts at 2 amps. So the speed this will charge is based upon your charger itself. So just to be a little more clear, I was charging with USB-A on this charger here and I switched it over to USB-C, which supports the faster charging, and the power bank is able to accept that faster charging. So that's the VRURC 10,000 milliamp hour power bank with built-in cables and wall charger. I think this is a really cool power bank. This can replace carrying with you a wall charger, cables, and a power bank. It puts it all into one, so it's very compact. It also comes with that nice bag, so if you put this in your bag, it's not going to get all beat up. I like that this has all 3 cables a person would run into. So you can charge Apple devices and modern and legacy Android devices and other things that use those same ports. So if you have a Bluetooth speaker or something, you could plug it in there, or some earbuds that might use a legacy port, you can use that to charge it. So using something like this is not only just the weight you'd be saving, but just the hassle. So if you're, say, traveling on an airplane, and this is compatible with flying, if you're at the airport, you can just pull this out, stick it in the wall. Maybe you don't need to charge anything, but you want to top off the battery, and you can get this thing charging up. You don't have to hunt down a charger and a cable and plug it all in and mess with all that. And then when you're done, you can pop it out of the wall, flip that back, throw it in your bag. You don't have to organize things. And this is also very slim too, so this could fit in some people's pockets. It'll easily fit in bags and purses and things like that. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.